review this game. So the game starts with Ruy Lopez, or we call it Spanish opening, and bishop c5. I think that's the move I like because black divided the dark square bishop very soon. And on the other hand, another common move is a6, and sometimes I would play knight f6 to turn the game into burning defense. Knight c5, we move the dark square bishop out to target f2. And on the other hand, when we develop knight to f6, we will not probably move bishop back to e7. So in the future, white might pin our f6 knight, and black has to find a solution to deal with that. And knight c3, I will play c3 because we can probably push d4 at some point to control the center. And also the pawn can kick the dark square bishop. If we play knight c3, the knight blocking the c2 pawn, so which makes the d pawn a bit hard to be pushed to the center. a6, bishop a4, b5, and that's typical move in Spanish opening. Black pushing up pawns at queen side to get more space, and then later maybe push the bishop to b7 to divide light square bishop, target at e4 potentially. And knight f6, d3, and play h6. Yeah, this is a defensive move to prevent white pinning the knight. That's good because as I said, since our dark square bishop moved out to c5, we need to thinking about how can we unpin the knight. Yeah, so that's a very good preparation. Castle, castle, rook e1. White is moving the rook out to control this center file. And d6, defending the center. Bishop e3, we trade bishop, rook e3, and bishop g5. So now black is probably going to move knight to d4 to add some pressure on the f3 knight, and the white should try to kick the bishop away. Knight d5. So I think knight e2 is something we can consider because we have the rook to protect the knight, so we don't have to worry about after bishop trade the rook, trade the knight, we'll have a double pawn. And the reason move knight to e2, first of all, to defend the d4. Another thing is we can move knight to g3 later on to maneuver the knight to the king side, attack the light square bishop, or potentially moving it to f5. So how to maneuver the knight, it's a very good strategy in Ruy Lopez opening. Knight a5, trade the knight, and queen to d7. Well, I would say since after trading the knight is c6 knight's pin, so I don't think trading the knight is the right timing. Maybe we can move the rook a bit and then trade the knight. So now the pinning is a really big problem. I think white can take the pawn, and if black take the knight, we can win the bishop. And if black bishop take our queen, we can take this one, and we are attacking 2 pieces, 3 pieces. So white is winning material. So yeah, white take the knight. This is not the best move, and queen d2. Now the game turned into a very balanced position. d5, black's going to open up the center. Well, d4, the rook is trapped. So yeah, maybe just take the pawn, accept the exchange. But black didn't notice this opportunity. Rook b, queen b2. I think this queen is being very active. That's a good thing. Attack the rook and attack the c2. Rook e1. Rook b, queen b4 to attack this pawn. So the game turned into endgame, double rooks endings. Well, b5, I think this move is make the pawn a bit isolated. I'll move this rook to protect b6 instead. So now black has a weakness because if we look at the pawn structure, white has connected pawns. These 2 pawns can protect each other, but the b5 pawn is a weakness. It's isolated, so white can attack the b5. A lot of trading, and white won a pawn, so white is slightly better. So how can white convert this to win it? So let's see. Okay, rook g1. and black won back a pawn. That's good move. Yeah, I think black did well to control the d file, and the important thing is black caught in these two pieces working together to win the d6 pawn. And now black is better because black up one pawn in king pawn's endgame is one side is up one pawn, it's huge advantage. But in this case, I don't think trading the pawn is a good choice. So we can push the pawn, push the king to c5. If white king to e5, we can play h5 and h4, and we can play f6 to see where the white king goes. If the e6, we can move the king further in, and we can win the pawn. And this pawn is a passed pawn. White cannot stop it, and we will have a queen. So sometimes exchanging pawns too early is not a good thing because you simplify the game, and the game is easily to become drawish like this one. If white wants to get a draw, yeah, king h5, h4, either way is fine. Okay, this move is not good. Maybe push the king to h6 and just catch this pawn. But the problem with h4 is black can play g4, and this pawn is quicker than white. And when we promote, there's a check, and very unfortunately, white king cannot catch up with the pawn. Let's see if black did that. Black make the move. That's a very good move. Yes, that's good. Yeah, then we turn it into winning. Very impressive game.